The moment of creation is a form of magic, where an off becomes an on, a 0 becomes a 1, then another, and another, until, deep in the complexity, you discover order, speed, reliability, power. Experience the WD Black NVMe SSD. Fueled by darkness. Level up to NVMe SSD performance.
Numerous forces aimed at the Earth. And injustice. Let the glorious battle begin. Geared up for victory. LG Ultragear Gaming Monitor.
All right, ladies, gentlemen, and my fellow gamers, what is up, and welcome back to the WD Black, the Esports Club Rainbow Six Siege League, powered by LG Ultragear in association with Fibernet, Zotac Gaming, and Games the Shop. I'm your host, Foxrat, and today we are witnessing the finale day match for Division 2, that is on Play Day 6 of this season, that is Season 2. Never Diamonds will be facing off Virtual 5 Esports on the map of Consulate in just a while. Never Diamonds so far, they've had an unbeatable win streak. Nobody in Division 2 has managed to beat them. That is what puts them on top of the leaderboard with 15 points secured for themselves, while Virtual 5 Esports, they've played 6 matches but lost 4 of them. That means they've had quite a good run. That puts them on the second spot for the leaderboard. That is the second rank. Mercenaries happens to be the third one. And coming back to the first two, that is the top 2 teams of this particular division will be fighting off for this finale match, as we'll get to know on who happens to be the best of this division and who gets to take their promotion towards Division 1 with all its glory. Right now, as you can see on your screens right now, we've got Never Diamonds on 15 points, Virtual 5 Esports on 12, Mercenaries on 12 as well, Senisha Esports following up with 9 points for themselves, and Hoffen Esports have got themselves 9 points as well. Monkers, Instant Esports, and Hawks Gaming looks like they are up for a relegation pretty soon, but it only stands to see how the offline matches turn out for them. That out of the way, we'll be getting right into this match. But before we do that, we've got ourselves a really nice interview that I had time to catch up with Cuskid from the side of Virtual 5 Esports. Rolling that up right now on your screens. Welcome back to the WD Black, the Esports Club Rainbow Six Siege League, and today I've got Casket from Virtual 5 Esports standing us with here in a very sweet interview. Casket, how are you feeling?
I'm good. How are you, Fabri?
I'm fine as well. Thank you for asking. So, Virtual 5 Esports so far they've had a good run despite getting relegated from Division 1 on Division 2. How has been the days in Season 2 so far faring for this team?
I mean, to be honest, we weren't ready for Division 1. I think we lost every match in Division 1, and we are doing quite fine in Division 2 as of now, and we are doing our best to compete with others. That's it.
Right, so what is the special game plan that has helped you stay alive, and more than that, stay very dominant, pretty dominant in terms of how the Division 2 standings look right now?
I mean, just we all do our stuffs, coordinate with our teammates, and just that's it. We don't have any special game plans or anything else. We are just learning new stuff from every teams, and that's it. We are adapting.
So something that I personally have noticed that Virtual 5 Esports always has a pocket strat in the back pocket. You know, you bring out some very small adaptations, very small changes that helps you get an edge over your opponents. Is that what it is, or is there some other thing going on behind the scenes?
I mean, we are grinding a lot. We are scrimming a lot. We are watching other team strats. We are like, there's a lot going. We have so many strats, and that's it. We are just adapting according to what other teams present to us.
Right, that is so good to know, Cascade. So, coming towards the end of the Season 2 year, do we see Virtual 5 Esports taking that promotion spot on towards Division 1? Or will Virtual 5 Esports stay back in Division 2? What are your thoughts on that?
I mean, we'll try our best. Our last match is against Never Diamonds, and they are performing really good. They haven't lost a match again in Division 2 so far, so like we'll give our best and see what happens.
Definitely, that is going to be something that as well Virtual 5 Esports will have to look out. In fact, but it's the finale day as well for the Division 2. That will be Virtual 5 Esports versus Never Diamonds. But that out of the way, anything else you have to tell to your fans and your supporters to top of the interview?
I mean, just stay safe, stay home in this pandemic, and keep watching us. That's it. Keep supporting.
That is good. That is good, Kaskir. Thank you very much for having me on board, giving your sweet time for this lovely interview. And we'll be back to the games. All right. Thank you, Kaskit, for that amazing insight that we got from you inside how this match was faring. But it looks like, oh, well, I think my game just crashed. My apologies, guys. Just gonna have to quickly rehost this back up. So gonna have to turn my game back on. My apologies. I thought the moment we'll be done with the interview will be up and running, but looks like the game decided to crash itself. But meanwhile, we're having quite a lot of difficulties in terms of how Season 2's finale has turned out, as many people in the chat are inquiring about that as well. It's just that the cyclone has hit us quite hard, and that has turned, in fact, to reschedule so many teams' matches to the offline mode. So that gives them all the while more time to prepare for their matches, or rather just play them, in fact, while the teams that are not affected by the cyclone will still be playing on the stream. And that is exactly why we've got ourselves some changes here. That's pretty much it. Usually we have 3 matches in a day. We've only got one, and then again, it also adds up to my co-caster not being here, as he hails from Kolkata himself. He's safe, but just doesn't have internet or electricity for that matter to join us back here and support me into casting these amazing matches. It's just that we want to accommodate as much as we can for the players and for the community, as the Esports Club respects that, knows exactly what the players are facing through, and they just don't want to put them through a bad phase. You know, you lose a match is fine. You at least put up a fight. But if you lose it without even having to put your efforts into it, is definitely a bummer for everybody. That out of the way, we'll be seeing ourselves proceed into the game very soon. My bad, guys, with the game somehow decided to crash itself, and I'm as frustrated as you are right now. I mean, definitely. because we know for a fact on how that feels like. So be up and running pretty soon. But meanwhile, I do want to know from the chat on who you are here supporting today, because this is the finale essentially. We've got Never Diamonds, then we've got Virtual 5 Esports. Both of them are fighting for the number one spot. Whoever gets this victory also decides on who goes to Division 1 with all its glory. So let us know in the chat, let us know in the comments whom you are here to support today. Is it Never Diamonds, or is it Virtual 5 Esports, or is it any other team that you like for yourselves in Division 2 for that matter? As we'll be taking a little bit of a break here from today onwards, because we know for a fact that Eid is coming up as well, and there's so many teams that follow that tradition, and that is exactly why we'll be giving them that it's a little breather to make sure all these matches are happened in a very organized fashion. That is pretty much the case right now, as we'll be up and running pretty soon. Just a moment, guys, as I get my game back up and get the players in the lobby once again. We'll be up and running soon. All right, we're back in running. But just like I was saying today to you guys on how the Division 2 matches had a little bit of a reschedule coming in. But then again, no worries on how the Division 1 matches will fare out, as we've got some good arrangements done for that. We don't want you missing all the top tier fun that is of the TEC league, and in fact, that is exactly why we have the Division 1 match days being streamed from afternoon 3 p.m. That is, we go on and on from 3 p.m. on towards until 10 p.m. in the night for bringing you the maximum coverage on Tier 1 Rainbow Six Siege in India here. And that is exactly why Division 1, hopefully, fingers crossed, won't be facing any of these issues. As of now, the admins are working their dire best on the back end to make sure none of these scheduling issues come up from the side of players or anything else for that matter. So, as we're proceeding towards the end of season 2, might as well give a huge shout out to all the admins working in the back end. That is Sedulous, Overseer, Lean Boy. Some really good work in terms of how the organization is going down. My heartily regards to them, definitely. We'll be seeing ourselves get into the match in just a moment. Virtual 5 is almost in lobby. Never Diamonds is inside lobby, and Cobra is getting a little too impatient. He's just moving here and there. Oh, never mind. That's Mojo actually, as it looks like everybody is inside the lobby. Just as I asked them if they're ready or not to take this match ahead, I ask you, the chat, as well. Are you ready to witness the finale right now of Virtual 5 Esports facing off Never Diamonds on a map like Consulate? Just getting the last few words in from these teams here. Be up and running in just a moment, guys. There you go. Looks like V5 needs a little bit of a time here. Apparently, they're having some mouse issues. Can understand that. And he says maybe a minute or so. Nothing more than that. Definitely not. So we'll be up and running in just a moment. While we're at it, we might as well take a look on how so far this has fared out for all of our all of our teams here in Division 2, that is. Never mind. All right, we just got the confirmation in from the side of Virtual 5 Esports. Never Diamonds always sitting ready as they always are. And that is preceding us into this match here. Never Diamonds facing off Virtual 5 on Consulate is a go on the finale of Division 2 at Season 2. Got our fingers crossed, that is. As whomever you're supporting, this might not turn in your favor, might could be, but then again, it comes down to having these amazing matches being played up and running here for ourselves. Thatcher gets banned first. That is the first ban coming in from the side of Never Diamonds. They'll be starting off on defense, and it only can make sense on why you'll be banning Thatcher. Thatcher has been facing the ban wave quite a lot. In fact, as the meta is ever changing in this game, and that is what we all love, and that is exactly why staying adaptive in a game like this is your topmost priority. If you don't want to get a little too rusty, because personally I've come across so many players that get a little too rusty when it comes to playing this game on a long term. Virtual 5 Esports is going to take on Hibana as well. That is going to be an attacker, a heart breacher for that matter. Crippled away from their own liking, they'll be starting off an attack definitely, but Never Diamonds, I don't really think they've got a heavy emphasis in terms of how they use Hibana. But in general, on how the map is played, alright, the Japanese ops are going to get banned. The Echo goes out as well. It can only come down. Look at that, Cobra already expressing his anger or frustration that Echo gets banned. We did see Cobra pulling out some snaky plays, that is very true to his name, with the Echo on coastline yesterday against Instant Esports. Let us see if the fourth ban, that'll be Mira. A very standard ban, in fact, but not something we get to see a whole lot on Consulate, at least in terms of how the teams have been playing out, and definitely not something that I have seen on personally on Division 1 matches. Cobra still dropping the frowny face. He's not exactly happy with that ban. He wanted to play Echo so badly. He'll be starting off on defense as well. Let us see what Cobra is going to bring out from his pocket. But meanwhile, speaking of Cobra, let's take a quick look at both these rosters. Viper, Cascade, Mike, Price and Nani on the side of Virtual 5 Esports, while we have Shulker, Sam, Mike, Mojo and Cobra on the side of Never Diamond. So something to notice out here, if you look at the middle of the screen, that is the symmetry point in between the IQ and the smoke. Both these teams have a mic in them, and very interesting, as this might as well get a little or shall I say might as well get a little too difficult while I'm casting these games, because you're gonna have to keep your eyes open, chat. It might as well take a name in favor of Never Diamonds, but I might all the while be talking about Virtual 5 Esports. So we've got two mics, both the mics playing here is both very good players for that matter. We'll be seeing how that fares out for both these teams very soon. The operator lineups looking very convincing from the side of Never Diamonds here. They've got the Jaeger, the Wamai, the Smoke. Mike will be playing the Smoke actually. We don't have Vinci playing today. That's exactly why Mike has to bring out his support, I would say support strengths, that is. Cobra will be playing the Maestro now that the Echo has been banned, and Mojo comes out with the Mozzie. Mojo has been amazing with the Mozzie, and Shulker along with him. They've got some good partnership going on in yesterday's match as well. Viper coming out with the Sledge, while Cascade, oh boy, I almost thought he's going to take out the head of the Thermite. Cascade is going to bring out the Thermite, while Price on the Nomad. Mike on the IQ once again. I know it gets confusing, guys, but then again, Nani is going to bring out the Zofia. Nani's, I don't even need to give an introduction for this man anymore. Let us see what he brings out to the table as we proceed in this matchup. Sam going a very close. In fact, he's going to get flashed. He moves back, realizing that, oh, never mind, he's still going to get flashed. All right, Sam. He wants to play this very close. He wants to make sure he gets himself a nice early frag. Let us see if Cascade is here to tell him no. Cascade brings out the drones first. The stuns definitely worked out to push Mike back, Sam back for that matter. Cascade is just going to fall back right now. Mike goes on for the rappel. He's going to come back as well. Not exactly sure whether that push is being established for the side of V5 right now. I think it's a little, definitely it is. There's no emphasis in terms of how admin is being pushed for the side of V5, and that can only mean one thing. The console push is in play from V5. Mike still holding very steadily on the top of Yellow Stairs. Fibernet goes out, but it gets caught up by the ADS. Looks like the flashes were not enough to burn out the ADSs over here. More than that, it's perfectly placed to make sure that something like that doesn't get taken on. Mojo, meanwhile, is going to take down Mike. That's your IQ of the board. Mike, mind you, from V5, that is not from Never Diamonds. So since the meta has changed, while Wamai has come out and Jaeger as well, taking control of Yellow has become all the while more difficult for the attackers to just, drain out so much utility that they have in general. It's just a whole lot more tedious job, that is, for the attackers to do what. Meanwhile, Mike gets another kill that is onto Viper. I'm not sure why the Sledge decided to straight up push in. Mojo is going to use the C4 to take out the Claymore. He's going to get that easy kill onto Cascade as well. A really nice run out using the C4 to perfection. But, oh, never mind. I thought that was Nanny for a second. Nanny is still going to be outside Zulu while Price holds down this area onto as the double windows. It's a 2 versus 5 now. No lives lost on the side of Never Diamond. But V5 looking on a really bad spot right now. They've got to make some plays happen. But do they know there's a Mozzie waiting for them? No, he doesn't. And Price gets taken out by Mojo once again. That's a triple kill for Mojo. He doesn't get the quad. He gets shut down from Nani. It's a 1 versus 5 for this man right now. 30 seconds left. Nani has got to make plays happen. He's got the diffuser recovered, making his way from top spiral, but he gets tagged along from the hatch, that is. He's got the self-revive for himself, but he'll get shut down from the Jaeger. Shulker getting a quick headshot onto Nani as Never Diamonds get themselves an almost flawless round on this map. On the first round, that is the finale for Division 2. All right, so the second round coming up, and we'll be seeing pretty much same operators being employed, except for Mike doesn't want to employ the IQ. He's going to bring out the Twitch, while Viper is going to rely a little bit more on Ash. Price brings out the Capita, and Cascade is still going to be on the thermite. Looks like Cascade is the support player, and a very hard emphasis in terms of how he offers that to his team. Because now we know for a fact, after winning the top floor, we will see Never Diamonds defend the garage and cafeteria defense.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many
Cobra
bombs as they
is
can.
still, actually everybody else except for Mike on the side of Never Diamonds are going to bring out almost the same operators. Mike is going to bring out the Kai, as we don't have the Bandit in play. Kai is a little more favored in positions like this. We don't see a mute in play. That can only specify the fact that we might not see Never Diamonds bring out their extensive roam that they like to do inside bathrooms. But look at this. What am I seeing here? Sam is going to be reinforcing on the top floor. He's got a nice reinforcement on the bathroom, and another one that he's doing for the connector is the Cyclops on top. Looks like Sam intends to hold this with Shulker, that is, or maybe Mojo and Shulker might take his place. All in all, Sam, he's got his Goomice to always help him, and we can only see on how this match will turn out in terms of the dynamic that Never Diamond is offering. Mojo goes for the spawn peak. He does find the head of Mike. The Twitch gets taken out very early into the round. A 4 versus 5 right now, already established. A really nice spawn peak. And it looks like Never Diamonds are getting inside the head of V5 already with the second round on board. Price doing some drone work for his team. We know for a fact that the Capita, not enough utility that you wanted to expel a little too early into the round. But a man count disadvantage is definitely something that could cost or bite V5 in the back. And something I just want to point out here is, maybe I'll just do that after the round, as Viper doesn't want me to be missing any of this action. I think he knows there's somebody creeping up on him from the top stairs. That is Yellow. The footstep does get heard out, but he's gonna lose that fight. Mojo wins that. How does he even win that? All right, the Commando being brought alive for the side of Mojo. Mojo gets himself a second kill this round. That's every single kill on board from the side of the defense has been on the Mozzie so far. As it only stands to see if Mojo brings out some amazing plays as we proceed later into this round right now. Cascade still lulling down and getting some drone work done for his teammates, while a pre-fire comes onto the yellow window, that is. And the run out is imminent, and that is exactly what is going to scare off V5. V5 not able to attempt the breach either because they've not got top floor control, at least not in piano. Mojo very healthy and very safe in the position that he's playing right now. He's got some nice ADSs to help him as well. Zofia can really not do anything right now. C4 goes out, not to connect to anything. But let us see if a change comes out anyway. Cascade is finally going to go for the breach. I'm not sure how he's allowed to do that, but I think they just denied the Kai charges from Yellow itself. A very interesting play from V5. Usually we don't see that kind of play coming out from them. The emphasis on the top floor is something that is paramount for all the attackers to make sure that they get that control over in piano room. That is very crucial and very important. Cascade is quick peeking this. Meanwhile, Shulker is going to take down, I'm not sure who, but everybody goes down. It's it's the Never Diamond show as they walk up with round 2. Nothing to deter them here. A 2-0 lead right now in the early game. Definitely not taking sides here, definitely not. But Never Diamond, so far they've been unbeatable in Division 2. If they keep this up, they might as well shut down V5 and have themselves the have themselves the title acclaimed. The only team to not get beaten in any division for that matter. Zeros was unbeaten until the last finale week. They got beaten twice as well. Never Diamonds, this is their performance match. This is a match where it'll put a tag on them that nobody can take off. We know for a fact that there's so many memes going around on Never Diamonds that throws come out, etc., that when they have an advantage, they just simply throw away. But the interview, in fact, with Mojo as well, Mojo himself said that Never Diamond's strongest opponents are Never Diamonds themselves because they know for a fact that
Locate and defuse
they've been known to throw quite a lot of games. But now, if they manage to get this win for themselves, that is going to cement their position and send out a strong message to all those division teams waiting for the promotion coming in that Never Diamonds is here for some action and they're not stopping, at least not right now. No more throws from them. It's just straight up obliteration coming in from this team. Let us see if that is going to be the case. But meanwhile, speaking on something that I was talking about is the fact that we have two mics on the team. All right, Mike V5 and Mike. You know, both of them are existent here. All right. But we've also got two species of snakes, if you'd ask me. We've got Cobra and Viper playing from both these teams. Look at that. It's just something I happen to just notice. The Cobra and the Viper, both of them will be playing here. And I was not interested. And I wouldn't really use the word interested, but I was not overly hyped for this match until I could notice these little intricacies and the way on how so much is at stake right now, because V5, they need this victory so badly. If they don't happen to get this victory, that is what a C4 comes out from Mojo. That is Nani is going to take the fall for it, but at least not in terms of deaths. But look at that, Nani gives him a turn back. Mojo is going to get his head taken off in a very ill-advised peak, and looks like the overconfidence once again panning out on the favor of V5. Shulker notices somebody got to be on the meeting windows, or the meeting balcony for that matter, and his doubts are right. Doubts get confirmed by the Capitol pre-firing into that little balcony window, but Shulker has to be a little more careful with what he's trying to do. Some pre-fires are coming out from this man here, but he's going to be left exposed behind this table. It's all down to Shulker to hold down all by his lonesome. He definitely has Cobra helping him as well, but it comes down to winning that gunfight, and he will. He takes down Price. It's a 4 versus 4 established right now. Meanwhile, Viper takes down Cobra. That's your legion off the board. It's all on the Shulker in pretty much a 1 versus 3 hole that he's got for himself in the top floor. Nobody to help and make that a 1 versus 4 as everybody from the side of the attack is closing up on him, creeping up on him. Mike taking out the barbed wire. Shulker is going to manage to fall back actually. I don't know how V5 could allow that to happen, but he's still going to survive that. Sam still holding down on side with Mike. Shulker is going to join them. Now V5 knows for a fact that they've got the top floor control established very perfectly for them, and the gridlock charges coming out in the right places at the right time from Cascade. Lanny making his way down spiral as Mike is just going to reload his gun. That is the SMG-11, that is a secondary, and some soft breach is due. Viper bringing out the soft breach charge from the Ash, that is a special ability, while Mike has to bring out his sledgehammer anytime soon. No more nades left on the man now. Some plays are yet to happen. A 3 versus 4 established, definitely in the favor of Virtual 5 Esports on the way they're looking right now. They've got so much map control as well, but some pre-fires from Sam do come out and Viper's going to get lit up, but a kill is still not secured. Beauty babes, excuse me, smoke babes go out, and smoke beauties as I like to call them, they go out as well. And look at this perfect crossfire alignment for all these teams on both these teams here in perfect cohesion. Sam is going to be the first one to find that, while Viper is going to take down Shulker. That's a nice headshot coming in from the Ash here. He has to move in, but she gets taken down by the Maestro. It's going to come down to a 2 versus 2. Will they make this happen? The pre-fire comes in from the Alta. He's going to get the... Alright, he's going to get the Zofia. It's all down to the planter. He gets the knife. No, he won't. But Never Diamonds are still going to walk away with that, as Mike was the one protecting the bomb right there. And Never Diamonds still stay alive here. And more than that, a very dominant victory on a 3-0 scoreline as we proceed to round 4.
Ready, boy.
We will be seeing ourselves head into round 4 here. Very nice victory for Never Diamond secured. 3 rounds on board on an attacker favored map. V5 definitely not bringing out the best plays for themselves here. We're seeing ourselves Mojo top fragging with 5 kills. I mean, we usually term somebody as a top fragger when it comes down to double-digit kills, but Mojo has definitely been doing the heavy lifting for his team, man. Got to say that. No doubt, no doubt. Zero doubts on that. Once again, we'll be seeing Never Diamonds complete a full rotate of potentially viable sites. I mean, yeah, you can throw in an argument of the fact that, alright, Foxy, the archive tellers is also defendable. I'm not disagreeing to that, definitely not. But it's just that you try and prefer sites that are a little more viable, have a little better success rate when it comes down to winning rounds, because right now that is what that matters. We're proceeding to round 4 right now, and I don't think Mojo noticed that drone from Mike over there, and he's going to go for the spawn peak again, I assume. Oh, he's just prepping himself for a C4. Mojo still holding down on the side of admin as we'll be proceeding to the console and console office defense. Shulker placing down his ADSs on the connector wall as a perfect setup from Never Diamonds is into play. Mojo still waiting for a possible push coming in from Nanny, but Nanny is just going to debate him for the while and grapple on the other end of the map, and the C4 has gone to waste already. Price, I think he's lost one of his air jabs to the my trick that Sam has done outside the meeting window, balcony that is. It looks like V5 again wants to attempt the console push here. Yep, that is exactly what we'll be seeing them do. 4 men outside the yellow door, and Nanny's going to be rappelled on the bathrooms. Rappel game has got to come out strong from the side of both these teams right now. Mike is still playing on a psycho spot, as I like to call it. He's got himself a nice shield to help him, and Sam is playing a little too close for my liking. Let us see if those plays matter for him. Viper with the ash charge making his way inside, and a very destructive and a very audible vein. Takes away the barbed wire. Will he make some plays happen is the real question. Another charge goes out, but nothing to catch over here. Just going to move in right now. He does find the maestro, and what a headshot connecting onto Cobra. Viper gets the first try. He gets the second. Does he get the third? He gets the third as well. Third is obliterating Never Diamonds right now. He's cutting them through. It's all down to Shulker and Mojo to keep things alive for themselves. Very influential operators for Never Diamonds. Let us see if that comes up. Mojo gets a frag. He's not got the C4. It's all going to come down to how Mojo and Shulker play this one out. Viper still watching in the tracks. Cascade is going to go down. Not exactly sure where that came in from. Nanny gets that kill onto Shulker. It's all onto Mojo now. Denying the ace or a potential 4K coming in from the side of the Ash. Viper, what a push coming in from that man now. It's all onto Mojo. It's got to make these plays happen. The revive has come in onto Cascade as well. It's a 4 versus 1 that the Mojo has to play in a post-plan situation. Still moving up spiral. He knows there's somebody watching that, but the barricade is what is stopping the lines of sight. The moment he breaks this, he's done for, and he will be. Watcher 5 Esports getting themselves a definitive round finally on board. All by the back of Viper, just straight up rushing onto yellow and getting them some amazing frags, preceding them on the smash score and making it a 3-1 scoreline as we proceed to round 5. Oh boy, what a round from Viper, man. It's definitely going to put up the scoreboard, light up the scoreboard. Look at that. He's got 5 kills for himself. We haven't really gotten to see a whole lot from Cobra, Mike, both the Mikes for that matter, and Cascade and Price as well. Between Nanny and Viper doing the heavy lifting for the side of V5, and that is exactly why the rounds also don't look in their favor. Let us see if we'll be seeing ourselves proceed to a possible comeback. A definitive win, definitely, for Esports 5 Esports there. Could have been something that Never Diamonds forgot to do, or they did a little too carelessly, not having enough emphasis in terms of when they're holding down yellow. But then again, it also did come down to eventually how amazing Viper played that out. 3 frags in a position like that. Just godlike plays, man. Sam is waiting for the red mark to go away and take us to action phase so he can deploy a might charge and burn up the nomad charge of Price. That will come out very early into the round. Let us see if that is what Sam will be doing. And just for the viewers, if you quite not get to catch on what I was saying, there we go. That is the oldest trick in the book, if you ask me. I mean, not definitely old, but considering Woma is a new operator that just got allowed for competitive siege to be played with, it is still old when you play at this level at least. Excuse me as I just get my vocal calls up and ready. Viper already cutting his way inside admin. He's got some nice drone works for him as nobody's stopping him. I think he noticed. Oh boy, Shulker, what an angle. He takes down Viper. That's a very important frag. That's the fragger and the entry fragger off the board early in the round for the side and in the advantage of Never Diamonds. Shulker, he's got the barbed wire that will give away his position, but only stands to see if he wins that gunfight, and he will! Another nitro cell goes off, and Biscuit is going to go down before only the breach could go down. And what a play from Never Diamonds here. Very, very definitive on the way they're reading out the side of V5, and V5 once again having that one round really well played is something that could not do this time around. The down comes in onto the Jaeger. Price knows that as well. The Nomad has to move back, trying to find the Valkyrie cam, and he will. Gets that. It's a little bit of a potato coming in, but eventually gets it. It's the cam. I mean, it's not an operator you're trying to find. I get it. Not the diffuser in hand. He's just going to walk in. What? What was Price doing? Mike is going to find Mojo meanwhile, as I recovered from what I just saw, and I'll be seeing Mike rolling down strong, but he gets taken away by Sam. The MP5K, actually, that was a trade coming in. All right, Shulker, as we... All right, we're going to have a death replay cam from Shulker here, as he slowly gets his life shut off from his life support, that is, gets taken away. And we proceed to round 6 before the side swap, that is. Let us see on how this match turns out. A possible comeback from V5 is in books, or will we see Never Diamonds completely stomp on them and stomp on this entire division? Unbeatable so far. This is the finale match, guys. Gonna have to remind you once again, because there's so much at stake right now. The winner of this gets to be the decider on who takes away the crown of who tops the leaderboard in Division 2. And it only stands to see on how this will turn out very soon. Round 6 is up and running. Never Diamonds already 4 rounds on board for themselves. Despite that one round coming in from Virtual 5 Esports, it did pretty much come to one person heavy lifting the entire team to victory. But let us see if something just turns out in the advantage of them, and they could possibly make that comeback happen. I mean, definitely it is in the books. We know for a fact that how Consulate happens to be such a dynamic map, and there's so much you can just throw around, run around, adapt around, bring something new. That is exactly what Never Diamonds is doing. I mean, they're being very quick, they're being very adaptive. That is not giving enough time for Virtual 5 Esports to cut through them. And another thing that we've got to notice is that Virtual 5 Esports have not got their main roster playing. Royce is not here, and I mean, one man can make a difference. At least I believe in that. Let us see if the case of Never Diamonds still stays the same as C4 goes out from Mojo once again. He goes AFK and says "Kabhi nahi lagta" in the chat, as he tried that C4 quite a lot of times, but definitely this could not connect. Kai charges get taken away by the Twitch. A very good use of drones here. Viper making sure that the yellow barbed wires have been taken out and could possibly go for the long peak anytime now. Meanwhile, the breach has happened. Viper making his way inside yellow, but meanwhile there's another fight that they're picking. Price goes down already. Casket has to be a little more careful with that breeze that he's watching into right now. Viper still holding very strong on yellow, but for how long is the real question. Picks a fight with the Legion. Legion drops a goo mine and gets back. No tags coming in, at least not favorable in terms of a gunfight. Mike goes down to Nanny. Alright, Mike takes down Nanny actually. Nanny's the one to go down. And once again, V5 are dropping like flies against the gunplay and crossfires coming in from Never Diamonds. Look at these 3 people emphasized on Viper. No way he makes that out. Skuskit and Mike, all that is left. Skuskit gets a frag. Mike, meanwhile, another. Mike gets in one more. Does he find the Jaeger? He finds one more. That's a triple kill for Mike. It's all on to Cobra all of a sudden. He gets the frag onto the Thermite. Now it's a 1 versus 1. Not sure what the Thermite was doing, eating away the electrocuted charges from the Bandit. definitely in a very confused spot for that man as Maestro does spot the twist drone coming close to him, and that is what is going to give away his position. Mike taking away 1 HP from the Maestro while he himself stays on 20. The Maestro cam goes out first. He's going to notice that, and that is it. A finisher from Never Diamonds. As what a play from them on this first half. 5-1 is going to be the scoreline as we proceed to round 7 with the side swap. I don't think at this point V5 have got this in the comebacks. Oh boy, what a round, man. Mike once again. So Virtual 5 Esports essentially just counting on one person's good performance, and that is bringing them very close to Never Diamonds, while Never Diamonds completely playing that opposite, and more than that, completely playing this like the way this game is played. Teamwork at the best, the crossfires, the best. As it's like some memes are going on in the chat, all right. I see that, Halki and Sharik. So,
Defenders protect
all
your
right.
bombs from being defused
But
by attackers.
right now, let's get back to the game. That is up and running. That is a little more important because this is a finale, guys. This is something that I was not expecting to V5. A little lackluster performance coming in from them. Let us see if it still helps. More than that, let us see if things turn out well for the side of V5 Esports here. All right, we're looking at ourselves get a really nice setup being established on the side of V5. Cascade get themselves the castle barricades up and running, and this is something that I always emphasize in terms of way V5 has played out, is just that they have so many setups at their pocket, man. They always have a strategy. I'm gonna have to be honest here. Sometimes it's not necessary. Sometimes it just takes, all it takes is just straight up winning gunfights, and that is something I haven't seen V5 do whenever they try and employ a strategy. I'm sorry, guys, V5. It's the bitter truth, but it's just something that I've happened to notice over multiple games that I've got to cast on how V5 has been playing. Never Diamonds, on the other hand, I don't really think they have a strategy in mind, but the way that they play it out, it's definitely some good crossfires for each other, and that is what puts them on board of so many rounds. In fact, another drone goes out. The alibi is just going to fire that away. Price just trying to get as many kills as he can, while Mike finally gets a kill. As on to Shulker, Sam is going to take him down. Sam is going to take down Price. As I get a little bit confused when it comes to mics. We still have both the mics alive from both the teams. One is on the pulse and the other is on the nomad. Jaeger gets spotted away. He gets tagged along as well. That is Nanny. He has to keep it in the pants right now. He's got to be very careful in the way he's peeking, going for this peek. Goes for the white peak once again. The alibi is what is supporting him. He's going to fall back. And no doc to heal him up. It's just going to leave him with the 15 or 20 HP that is left on the board for him. Casket still watching this angle. Equalized man count in terms of how this is firing. Mike goes for the white peak, but he gets taken away. I'm not sure what the pulse is doing there. And the thermite breach is in play on the solo wall of admin as well. That is going to give them so many lines of sight, excuse me, as meeting is essentially abandoned except for Nanny playing on the long desk. Nanny still waiting for that push from the printer while somebody's already wrapped around the meeting. He's in a really bad spot. Nanny could get taken away at any moment now. Any second Nanny gets taken away. He's going to light up the thermite, come back to long desk, fall back onto connector. Cobra is going to take down Viper, who was on the flank. It's all on the Cascade and Nanny to stop Never Diamonds from taking this to match point. And let us see on how this will turn out. Nanny still holding this long angle. Cascade, here's to help him. He's got a nice crossfire, but enough gunplay is what we need right now from Virtual 5 Esports being brought on board. He does see the walk-in. Cascade is going to get lit up as the cover is perfect from the IQ. The Jaeger trying to fire away everything. It's all down to Nanny now in a 1 versus 4. Tries to find the air, but the sledge has already pushed up long desk. And Never Diamonds proceed to match point with a definitive statement, sending it all across the Team Cup Division 2 right now. Is very close to keeping this unbeatable win streak alive in Div 2. What a play from this team. Takes them to match point 6-1. Hello? I cannot believe this. Definitely not. I came into this match thinking it's going to be very close, but what is happening? What is happening? It's just something else, man. Something else. Never Diamonds. I need their breakfast menu. I want to know what they are eating. There's definitely they're eating away all the teams in Division 2 right now. That is for sure.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
All right, so that out of the way, we're up and running on round 8 here. That is, yep, this is the round 8. Mike is going to spot out that drone. Take it away. We'll be seeing a reinforcement of the hatch come up on the Visa. We know for a fact that this could be used to go for a quick rush, and Cascade is going to get another one on the side of the main hallway on towards the connector Visa as well. Meanwhile, Viper is going to bring out the Goyo of all operators. All right, that's a very nice operator in terms of how I really emphasize on using a Goyo mostly. Is just a really nice operator in general. It's good. You get to use so much of it and so many things you can just throw around. It's amazing. That out of the way, we'll be seeing ourselves. All right, Mike, bring out some nice Valkyrie spots here for us as we get to take a look at them. It's a comeback. It's something I'm expecting from V5 to come out, but right now the way they're looking, no man. Never Diamonds has cut through their morale as well. So something that V5 has to pick up on. The breach has already happened with little to no emphasis in terms of a denial coming in from V5. There's no mute, no bandit, no Kaid. With the Thatcher being banned, you don't have a denial. V5, that's textbook mistake that you've done already. On a map, on a site like Garage, you don't have something to deny that breach. When the Thatcher is banned, why would you do that? Why would you give away your advantage away to the attackers? Unless, of course, you plan to play on a retake. Let us see on how V5 intends to play it eventually. Nani still watching all the way on towards Spiral, while I think a little bit of work is done from Never Diamonds on making sure that there's no roam presence from the top floor or the bottom floor or the mid floor for that matter. We know for a fact that bottom floor is the site. I just fumbled on the words there. I meant to say the first floor, that is. We did see Mike drop down to the press room. Sam doing what a sledge is supposed to do, making sure he's getting enough angles established for him and his team. The C4 goes out, nothing to connect so far. Trying to find the Goyo shield. He's eventually going to find it anyway. There we go. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. He has a Goyo shield taken away very early. Shulker, meanwhile, is going to find a kill off his own. That is Viper taken out. That's a Goyo, in fact. Not the shield this time around. Casket looks like he's on a mission to a flank here, but he gets caught out. If he gets caught out, that is, while Price is already on the top floor as well. But there's another person playing on top floor. Is that Nani? Yes, it is. Wait a minute. Where did these guys come from? Nani is going to get the down onto the IQ while Casket gets spotted out and he gets taken away as well. It's essentially a 2 versus 4 right now. Nani is still going to be offside. Mike, very influential. He gets that kill, but he gets refragged from the sledge. It's all down to Nani to make this play happen. He gets one frag, but can he get the other two to stop the plant from going down and work this out in case the plant goes down? So far, no plan going down from Mojo or Sam as they're watching these crossfires perfectly, and Never Diamonds walk away with this match and walk over Virtual 5 Esports with a 7-1 victory. Year 1, year all. Never Diamonds sending out a straight message to every single team in Division 2 right now. With being unbeatable so far, nobody coming close to Never Diamonds will keep their win streak and get themselves the top position. The first spot, undisputed this season. Never Diamonds are your victors of Season 2 in Division 2 right here, guys. What a play from this team. What a play. This entire season has just been Never Diamonds all over. Walking over teams, left, right, center, dropping frags. Just amazing to get them play like this. Oh boy. Just oh my god, Never Diamonds definitely bring out the guns alive for themselves. As that was pretty much it, guys, from me and Division 2 for that matter. Like I said, the other matches that are supposed to happen, they'll be happening offline as we try to accommodate player requests as much as we can. And with the cyclone and the storms going around, we have so many things that we've got to cut through. We've got to make sure we stay together, we stay strong. Rainbow Six Siege community, that is. That out of the way, will be done for today, guys. There was only one match on stream, but we'll be back once again on Tuesday, that is. A little bit of a long break, definitely. Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, we've got some time. We'll be back on Tuesday once again. We'll be resuming it from up and running there because we've got Eid coming in as well. There's so many teams from Division 1 that follow that tradition. Respecting that, we'll be taking that time off. And so can you. But make sure you are back here. You visit the Esports Club once again on Tuesday for watching the top tier action of this community. That is on Division 1, the high tier plays. And that'll be it from me. I'm Foxtrot and signing off right now. But before I do that, make sure you are subscribed to the Esports Club channel on YouTube. Make sure you're following the Esports Club on Facebook and Instagram as well. That'll be it from me. Have a good night, guys. Stay safe, stay home, and keep playing this game.
The moment of creation is a form of magic, where an off becomes an on, a 0 becomes a 1, then another, and another, until, deep in the complexity, reliability, power, experience the WD Black NVMe SSD. Fueled by darkness. Level up to NVMe SSD performance.
Numerous forces aimed at the Earth. And injustice. Let the glorious battle begin. Geared up for victory. LG Ultragear Gaming Monitor.